All right. Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom and salute to the hopefully elect. I'm doing this video based off of Matthew, the 10th chapter. And through the Spirit, I wanted to do this video because if you think about it, the reason why I got this picture on the screen, right? You see a so-called black man and a black woman, they sort of arguing. This the kind of the depiction that I could find at the moment to describe the friction between the black man and the black woman, and the arguing, the fussing and fighting, the dislike for one another. That's all in scriptures, and we're coming up upon a time, we in the last days, and it's going to be just like that. It's going to get worse amongst your family members, amongst your relationships. This going to the brothers, me, myself as well. And here's the reason why you have these channels, going at on YouTube, going at each other, the black man and the black woman. I think they call it the gender war, so to say. And it's all happening like that because it's a play out that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah set up. He's the ultimate director, and it's going to go like that for a period of time as we enter these last days, and before we get up out of here, before we get delivered, Lord willing, if we are the elect, we're going to have to go through this, which we're going through already, but it's going to get worse. And the Heavenly Father and His Son set it up like that. Ultimately, the Most High Himself set it up that way. And that's one of the curses, I say, we're going to have to go through before we get up out of here. It's not like that because there's plenty of other reasons why the gender war is happening. But ultimately, the Heavenly Father set it up like that. And that's what this video is based off of. It's Matthew, the 10th chapter. And I'm going to go to it in a few. But that's the Spirit God on me to do this video because I was thinking about it earlier today. How you got, the so-called black woman against, she goes at the so-called black man goes at the black woman, and so on and so on. And it's plenty of scriptures that I can go to show you the reason why it's like that. And there's many reasons why it contribute that tension, But today, based off of this video, I'm going to go to one of the reasons why. And it's the main reason why. There's plenty of other reasons why, we can go at slavery. That's a major part of it, and what started that tension. You got power. We got our status, money. When even us as men, when we growing up, and we start to see power, and our brains start develop, and we learn that you need money to do certain things and all that. We may have grow up in poverty, and we see that. The exchange, the trade, and we understand that money can buy things. What's one of the first things we see as far as money? That white man, his face on that money, but it's subliminal. It don't hit you. It hits you in a subliminal way, you see. And ultimately, over time, that becomes big. That becomes a major issue. Hence the reason why our woman worships the so-called white man, because he's a god in this system of things. He owns everything. The higher you get up in society, the more you'll have to confront these devils, these Edomites. They run everything. Hey, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And it was given to them. Of course, they physically, just like how this place is going down, and when we come back in power, we're going to physically do it, but ultimately it's the Lord doing it. The same way how He gave this so-called white man the power, this society, the whole world actually. The earth is given into the hands of, He gave it to him. So just like He give it, He going to take it. 2 Samuel 2 and 6. And that's how the so-called white man came in power, slowly by surely. But the bigger you are, the harder you go fall, because this place is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. When Yahushua come back, and then when the elect come back on the earth, that's our time to rule. We're going to be ruling forever and ever and ever. And forever just mean a long, long time, a long period. So, so I don't want to get too far off the subject. The so-called white man is ruling, and that's one of the issues and the tensions, hence the reason why you got the gender war, the so-called black man and the black woman is beefing, But this video's the sole purpose is based off of Matthew's, the 10th chapter, and I'm going to go to that. All right, we have Matthew's, the 10th chapter. I'm going to start at 28. And it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that's talking about, what's that talking about? When you come back on this earth, we in hell now. Hell is a condition, and we are in a hell-like condition. But what it's saying is, you should fear the Most High and the Son. Don't fear the so-called white man. Don't fear none of these other niggas out here. Don't fear nobody but the Heavenly Father, because he is the one that could destroy your body and your soul. Meaning, every time you come back in a reincarnation, you could go through hell. You're going through hell. The Heavenly Father send out your judgment. He could do whatever he want. But that's how he operates. When you come back, I'm not going to go into it. There's plenty of scriptures that tells you how you get your judgment, how he judges you specifically. But I'm just giving you the rundown. Every time you come back on the earth as a newborn baby, you live out your judgment. So wouldn't you want to fear a power like that? A power that could just do anything to you. That's scary. All the so-called white man, I'm gonna say this nigga, because he is a nigga, the so-called white man. He's a nigga, and these niggas, because these niggas, he created the nigga, but you don't fear none of them, you don't fear none of them, because all they could do is just harm your body. Once your spirit leaves your body, hey, that shit is done. That shit deteriorate. It goes back to the earth and so on and so on. You get a new body. We're gonna get a new body in a kingdom anyway. Oh, that'd be glorious. I can't wait. Well, I guess we gotta wait, that's a part of suffering, But it says, are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? Meaning he controls every single thing. Verse 30, it says, but the very hair on your head are all numbered. Look at that. Just think of that. Let's look out here. Look down at the screen, brothers. You see that? You see the trees and all that? I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm talking about the background is my school, and then behind that is like the city, the buildings and all that, way back. Like, the Heavenly Father created all that, and it's millions upon millions, well, I would say thousands and millions of people just within this circumference, right? As far as our eye can see, in that range, that 360 range, it's some millions of people. The Heavenly Father know every single hair on each of those people's head. That's I can't even put it in words. That's a power that's out of this world, put it like that. So it says, fear ye not, therefore you are more valuable than many sparrows. All right. So I believe a sparrow is a bird, right? I'll go to it real fast. I don't want to make this too long, but we're going in a spirit. All right, it says a little bird. All right, there we go. All right, reading on. So we more valuable than birds, So it says, But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven. So if you deny the Lord, that's why we go out here on the highways and byways, week in, week out, to reach the elect, Lord willing, through his power, to show our appreciation for the Heavenly Father and his Son. You see what I'm saying? So, and we're not ashamed of it. You guys that's ashamed to come out and declare your truth, and stand before the altar. Hey, the Lord gonna deny you, because he gonna be like, hey, the truth. Why didn't you come out to the brothers and get down? What to get down? Oh, you were ashamed. You were ashamed to say you're Israelite. You're ashamed to wear the garments, But we're not ashamed, because we know the investment and the return on the investment. You see what I'm saying? We know in the kingdom we're going to be glorious. But first, the Heavenly Father and his Son, they want to be glorified first, And that's why we always reference the Heavenly Father and his Son, because we couldn't do anything without him, I mean, what is it without that? Nothing. All right. So it says, think not that I ain't come to, here it is. And this is what this video is solely based on. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord is coming down to destroy. Just the sword is that's an instrument of killing or harming. So the Lord is coming down for destruction. So that's the state of mind you want to be in, and that's not saying you can't start a family, or you want to stay away from certain, what you want to do, but it's just preparing you. That's all it is. It's preparing you for what's about to happen. You see, I hate these things that keep popping up. Okay, it's preparing you for what's about to happen, and that's why one of the reasons why we do this video is to let you know and warn you, and that goes for myself as well. And it keeps you sharp as well. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Now here it is. This the verse right here. It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father. Let's look up the word variance. And I believe variance means difference, but at variance. It says to cut in two parts, cleave asunder, severs. All right, so it means to cut. So in other words, y'all going to have differences, right? So it says, I am come to set a man at variance against his father. So you're going to have differences with your father. How much more the Israelite camps? These people keep saying, oh, won't the Israelite camps get together? These loud ass bites. Hey. Salaki brothers came across somebody that I knew. But why don't y'all Israelite groups come together? Nah, if the Lord gonna set the families apart, the Lord is the ultimate separatist, racist. The Lord is the ultimate divider. All these people talking about coming together, you're in that one world order spirit, which it is going to be one world order in the kingdom, but the Lord is cutting everything up right now, and that goes for the family as well. So it says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So that's one of the reasons why the so-called black man and the black woman can't get along, because what's the first thing for society to prosper? Families. You need families. But what's the first thing to get together to start a family? You got to get with the woman, or at least like her in this society. So what they call it, girlfriends or whatever in this society, and dating and all that. If you can't get past that, how the hell are you going to start a family and then society progress on and so on, So this society is bound to break up and break down, because first of all, ain't no families being started anymore. All you have is single woman or single mother homes, and these children that's growing up in these single mother homes are taught to be the next generation to be single mothers, so, and single fathers, and so on and so on. So the family unit is destroyed. You know, it's not going to be the family, all that. Now we're going to have that in the kingdom, but the family structure as you knew it is no longer a thing. That's a thing of the past. You know, hardly anybody is getting together, getting married, having kids. You know, I remember back then, by the time a guy hit 20 and 25, he probably had his own house. He probably was married already and had about 2-3 kids. Now they didn't raise for an average house. The average house costs about $200,000 or $150,000. What high school graduate coming out making that type of money? Shit, a person in the work field making, you get in a good trade industry, but they made it so hard for you to buy a house now these days. It's almost impossible for a young guy to get his money together, buy a house, support a family, get married, because now these days these women are messing with people. They talk about polygamy and all that, but they sleeping with the same men already. It's just that they sleeping with different men. You see what I'm saying? But they all sharing the same man. They all of them sharing the same man, because it's I'm not gonna go deep into it, but it's a thing called hypergamy. You know, women, they go for the highest man. You know, they're not looking to get regular men anymore. And a society that teaches women and allow women to be promiscuous and have the freedom to sleep with anybody, that's destructive right there. So how are you going to start a family with that? You know, so that's already headed for destruction. You know, you got your women, they free to just do whatever the hell they want, and you mean to tell me that's not destructive? So this place is through. You know, this place is through. It's being a whore is being celebrated now these days. So I'll tell you where if Yahushua don't come back soon enough, this place ain't no flesh gonna be alive. You know, we already ain't starting families anymore. The average guy ain't having kids and all that. Lord willing, I'll do another video on that, on the data. You know, most of black men are not having children. You know, this place is just through. This place is through. You know, so we're just thankful that the Heavenly Father and His Son gave us the ability and the knowledge to see this and to preach it. You know, and Lord willing, He delivers from this hell. You know, because we supposed to be kings. Fuck this. We tired of living in this hell. You know, this is bullshit, man. We got to wake up every day to go to these bullshit ass jobs, and we got to, you know, it's just bullshit. Every corner of society is nothing but bullshit, you know, from your supervisors to, you got, here it is. It's a hierarchy set up, you know, but you got to go into work to listen to a woman that's your supervisor. You know, this place is totally out of order. And when the Lord come back, He gonna destroy this bitch, man. I see why He gonna burn this shit, how He's gonna burn it, you know? And it's gonna be a remembrance. The new deliverance, the new Passover is gonna be all that's gonna be new, you know? Because this is Babylon, you know? But stay strong, brothers. You know, we almost up out of here. I mean, it can't go no longer. You know, it can't go no longer. You know, I don't see this place going another couple years. You know, but first certain things have to happen before Yahushua come back. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna end it right there. I hope this was edifying to the body. Till again, Shalom.